My name's Craig, and so the wealth plan pyramid starts with the first step being taken by you. You need to do some work, and that is to see where you are, do a budget, determine your net worth, and from that point I'll take you up the ladder. So you'll look at risk management, liquidity management, debt management, savings and investment, estate planning. How do you view money? What are the first thoughts that come to mind? And then the method is very important, the method to get to your goals. And only then do I look at the money, how much is actually available. If you want to go on a journey and you take out a map, you can't just know where the destination is, you also need to know where you're starting from, where A is, and then you can get to B. What is your net worth? Do you have a budget? Do you use a budget? Budgeting is about income coming in and how you're spending on products and services. So that's the orange part. But around it, you're getting credit and deposits and loans that might be coming in and investments that are going out. So it's not true spending, but it might distort the picture. And so cash flow is very important. Are you using your cash flow correctly? Is it all going on products and services? Is it all going into spending? Well, then you're not getting anywhere. And so go to Bullseye, log on there. It's free to log on, and use my name, Craig Martin, when you do so. And you'll be able to then start by doing either your budget or your net worth, where you are. So you get a good picture, snapshot. What do you want insurance to do for you? There's probably about 200 different options that are available to you in the marketplace, and yet most people buy on price. When is cheaper better? Some products at the end of 10 years you're going to face an escalation. Now some of them guarantee that the escalation won't be more than say 25% or 20%, depending what product provider you're looking at. But I can tell you that when these products come up for renewal, there are going to be escalations, and it's going to frighten many people. It's a bit like renting as opposed to buying. Why would you 20 years down the line, when you really cannot afford to buy a new policy, be faced with having to do so? Maybe you're near retirement and suddenly these premiums escalate, you can't afford it. You're going to be forced to reduce your cover at a time that you can't afford to do so. These products have been easily sold, but not always the pros and cons easily explained. And so the question is, what do you want insurance to do for you? If cost is the only factor, then yes, go for the policy that you've probably been sold. My preference is something with cheaper premiums, relatively cheaper premiums, give you that flexibility and the auxiliaries, but I want a guaranteed premium, and I want guaranteed cover for life. In fact, I don't want to worry about life cover when I'm near retirement. When I'm 60, when I'm 65, I don't want to worry about having to pay life cover, but I want that cover there for my family. Accelerator with a lock-in, that's another option. So I pay a lower premium now, but it locks in at a certain level premium by, let's say, at age 65 as well. I don't have to worry about my premiums going up, and my life cover is guaranteed. So there's a lot of options. What do you want from insurance? That's the question. You need to also think about this liquidity management. It's very important that you have at least 3 months cash available in maybe a cash account, money market fund, and you have at least 3 months of credit available to cover any unforeseen expenses if you lose your job, etc. And so whatever goals you set, you want to set SMART goals. And by SMART goals we mean goals that are specific, they're measurable, they're attainable, they're realistic, and most importantly they have a time frame to it. Because if you don't have a time frame to your goal, then essentially what you're doing is you're dreaming. You need to be able to have a cutoff for attaining that specific goal. Here's a simple example. To get to R500,000 by age 65, if you started at age 25, you'd only need to put away around 78 Rand a month. Started 10 years later, and you'd have to put away around about 220 Rand. And 8 times more if you started another 10 years after that. So this is also because of the miracle of compound interest. So there's a high cost to waiting. Even just waiting 1 year can cost you a significant amount of money, as you can see from that diagram. You want to try and get the highest return possible on your money, and make sure that you have the lowest fees and the lowest costs. And basically I'm going to show you how to do that through wealth lessons and through a book that I'm going to give you as a gift at the end of this lesson. Many people say you can't time the market. They say it's about time in the market as opposed to timing the market. Well, I say that's bull dust. It's a theory that the insurance industry wants you to subscribe to. You don't want to go and invest 200,000 Rand at the top of an equity bull market and then watch that money disappear. Please visit the Bullseye website. I'm sure you'll find it very beneficial. There's a lot of nice utilities there. If you want to do business with me, download the disclosure document. It tells you who I am, what I do. It's in a PDF format right at the bottom of this video. If you want to pop into my offices, you're welcome to do so. I'm in Cape Town at the Tiger Waterfront Valley in Tiger Valley. I'm not there all the time, so give us a call and we'll make sure that I'm there. Otherwise, I've got web conference facilities, which is great. If you want to do something like, let's say, move from blue status to gold status on Discovery Vitality, you're not sure how to go about it, please give me a call. I don't need to go out and see you for an hour and waste your time. We can pop on in 5-10 minutes, go through a web conference, and I can show you exactly what to do. If you're not sure, you can call back the next day for 5 or 10 minutes. We haven't wasted each other's time, but we're adding a lot of value to each other. And so that's what I hope to do for my clients, and I hope my clients talk about me and really enjoy what I offer.